Would you have loved me softer if I'd come in color? Would your hands have stayed open if I looked like another? If I had come softer, painted in fragile light, stitched together with pretty things instead of born from night, would you have let me live? Would you have watched me breathe? Would you have seen a little soul instead of something to leave? If my body told a prettier lie, if I fluttered, not crawled, if I kissed the open air instead of dust on the wall, would your hands have trembled before they reached for me? Would you have thought twice before making me bleed? I was made like this, with angles and shadow, quiet little patience in places you don't follow. A creature of corners, careful where I step, not made to be loved, only barely kept. And that is always the end of me being seen. That is always the moment I stop being free. You call it fear when you crush what you don't understand, but if I wore beauty, would mercy fill your hand? If my darkness had wings, would you still turn away? If I looked like a butterfly, would I deserve the sky today? If my body told you I was something worth sparing, would you soften your voice? Would you stop from staring? Would you let me pass by without punishment or pain? Would I be less ugly if I carried a prettier name? Or is it not fear at all, but something colder underneath? A silent little judgment made between your teeth. This one gets the garden, this one gets the stone, this one may be cherished, this one dies alone. I don't ask with anger, I don't ask to be saved, I only ask the question from inside every grave. I have died so many times beneath the frightened hand, I have learned how little mercy some hearts understand. And that is always the end of me being seen. And that is always the moment I stop being free. You call it fear when you crush what you don't understand, but if I wore beauty, would mercy fill your hand? If my darkness had wings, would you still turn away? If I looked like a butterfly, would I deserve the sky today? Tell me, was I too low to love, too quiet to protect, too strange to be gentle with, too easy to forget? If I had shimmered in the sun, would you have called me divine? If I had gold across my back, would you have let me keep mine? My breath, my body, my small and fragile life, was it only ugly because it wasn't bright, 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 bright? And that is always the end of me being seen. That is always the moment I stop being free. You call it fear, but I think fear has learned your name. It sounds like preference when mercy turns away. My darkness had wings, would you let me fly? If I looked like a butterfly, would I be enough for the sky? So I asked, not with anger, not with blame, just the quiet curiosity of something killed again. If I looked like a butterfly, would you let me by? If I looked like a butterfly, would I have deserved the sky?